All right, thank you for joining me for this presentation for the Woodland School District Collaborative Technology Plan. I'd like to start by discussing our mission, vision, and values. The purpose of the Collaborative Technology Plan is to ensure that all the voices are included and heard from all the stakeholders within the school and outside of the school who have any kind of input into this program and initiative. Our mission is to achieve success and stimulate knowledge for every student here, and to have a relevant curriculum for our students so that they're better prepared for their futures. We'll discuss improvements as we pursue new integration of educational technologies. Our vision is to provide a 21st century technological school with resources available to the students as they are learning new skills and developing in areas that they may not be familiar with or comfortable with in the beginning. The timeline to do this one-to-one initiative is a 4-year period, and we'll begin with the high school, working our way down into the younger school groups. This is just a map of our district, and you can see where their schools are placed. Our value statements consist of skills that we would like the students to have access and experience and growth in, and that's technological proficiency, problem solving, global awareness, creativity, and collaboration. The first goal that we have set is to purchase new broadband connection and high-speed Wi-Fi package for every one of our schools, and all of our schools will be on the same server, and they'll have Wi-Fi antennas that will be accessible and functioning properly, and then we'll have our technician monitoring that. We'll also have monthly meetings with the stakeholders and computer technician who's overseeing the project to see if we need to make any adjustments and to just oversee the project to make sure we're not having any complications or problems that we need to address. The rationale behind this collaborative technology plan is that the investment is worth the results, in that we are counting on our students gaining these skills that are necessary and improving their individual performances. We will need the efficient broadband, which is a little bit more costly, so that students are able to have positive outcomes when they're doing their projects and assignments versus having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi. The social media platforms can be a meaningful networking mediums for students in this generation, and ignoring that would not be a benefit to them. But in tapping into that and helping them to grow as students and preparing for their futures, then we can reach this generation where they're at and move into the ongoing part of the 21st century with these students. Educational connectedness and sustainable change in terms of technological integration is what we are hoping to gain most. And these will be measured by the principals at each individual school, who will then meet with a computer technician to evaluate the performance metrics that we have set for each student. The second goal that we have is the educational software being accessible for every student on every device. And first, we'll give the teachers opportunities to test the sample equipment or the test equipment to get comfortable with it. And then we will also monitor and evaluate student usage to see what they are using and how comfortable they are with the equipment. We'll implement the use of educational technology into the daily and weekly plans that teachers are already designing for their curriculum. This will enlarge the capacity for students to think beyond what they thought possible when they're just working by themselves. Now they'll be open to collaborating and communicating with other students via the internet and using technology. And through this technology, students will learn to think critically and work collaboratively as a team. Students will achieve a number of digital literacies and competencies that will enable them to succeed in the world for jobs that they'll have that may not even exist yet today, that we can't even know what we're preparing them for, but we know that we're moving into an even more high-tech world. We have a responsibility to provide students opportunities to use technology. And if we fail to do that, then we are causing them to fall behind their peers who will be more prepared for jobs. So our district wants to be at the top of our game and preparing our students the best that we can to be as successful as they can possibly be. We expect to see improved student performance each year of this initiative by about 2%, so a total of 8% over the course of the 4 years. The assessment scores will be evaluated in the middle of the year and then again at the end of the year, and we will determine, or our committee will determine, what changes might need to be made to our initial plan based on those results. We'll focus on connectedness as our third goal and the importance of technology within the school system. We'll plan an open house and a career fair to select social media moderators to oversee our school website and our PLN addresses for each student. The social media sites must be created and the links will be passed out within the first 2 weeks of school. Social media sites will be updated on a regular basis and teachers will need to send in their material for Monday's board by Friday. The 21st century learning skills that the students will be developing through this initiative is working with others, expressing their thoughts and thinking outside the box and developing their own problem-solving skills as they, communicate and collaborate with other students and teachers. The technology is used to improve classroom strategies and student learning, and we have to keep that at the front of this initiative because this is not to be a school with expensive equipment. It's to be a school system that is meeting the needs of our students and giving them the best opportunities to succeed. Social media is a modern way of communicating with parents. In this way, some parents who do not have access to a phone will have access to social media or websites to get information that might be happening in the school, such as a crisis situation where parents may be concerned and the phone systems may be down. We'll be able to communicate through this technology. The expected outcome of this connectedness would be that students will develop the critical thinking skills, they'll improve their own communication skills, and develop even stronger relationships through collaboration with others and respect for others. Moderators will monitor the postings and analytics used to track the traffic within these sites. The Collaborative Technological Committee will consist of one principal from each school, the senior librarian, and a computer technician, along with 8 members from the county administrative building. And it will be this group that makes those decisions on making any changes to these plans as we review the data on a regular basis. The team that put this plan together was myself, Austin Stewart, Carlos Rogers, Jocelyn Ma, and I just want to say thank you to them for helping in this collaborative technology plan together. I could not have done it without the help and support that each one of them gave to me personally, and I'm grateful for everything they did to contribute to this project. Thank you all. And I would like to say thank you for listening to this presentation, and I hope that you'll be on board with this initiative and help us get the funding that we need through our fundraisers to make this happen, maybe even sooner than our end goal. Thank you so much.